Protects my heart.
All right, here we are. This is the kit I will be working on starting today. Legend of Star General, which is this right here. And then motor nuclear, I don't know what the P stands for. Could be plastic or something, I don't know. Then XH05. I don't know what the XH stands for either. So this is the 5th model in the MNP-XH series. This is Zhao and White Dragon, which it doesn't, for whatever reason, indicate that the horse is named White Dragon. But, you know, there it is. So you can sort of see some of it. This one, I think. Yeah. So it can do some cool stuff. It has a lot of parts. So many runners. This is one page. Runners. And oh look, now we have 2 pages of runners. Look how many runners that is. So everything down to this page is for Zhao, for the soldier. And then everything starting on this page is for the horse, which indicates right up here. I guess I can just do this. It says horse part. So then it goes on for another page for the horse parts. And so that is all of the runners this kit has. Then it does some other stuff. Let's see here, trying to line things up well here, so for visibility purposes. So it shows some basic stuff here for installation, how to cut and prepare stuff. So they call it normal parts and hidden parts. And I think by part they are referring to the thing from the runner, aka the nub, whatever you want to call it. So for a lot of this, it doesn't indicate anything about sanding. But it does show a lot for undergates, as those in the gunpla community are familiar with. This is just regular gates, and this is undergates. So it's referring to undergates right here. Talks about hidden parts. And then over here we have the different units. I'm sorry, the different parts that need to be used. So these are all different runners. And I actually did take some pictures. Let's see if I can. I may not have saved them on this PC yet. Let's see. There we go. Let's download this. There it is. I already have it. Why am I? Okay, so it looks like I already got both of those images. Some images I don't have, so I'll go ahead and upload those. Because there were some interesting things I wanted to show. For the process I will be using. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can pull up some of these pictures here. So first off, here is the box for the kit. You can see MNP-XH05. I don't know what the A stands for. My instruction booklet has zero indication about A. The A could refer to literally anything. So I have no idea. Anyway, so that's that. Let's see here if I can pull up. How do I only have 2 images? Oh, whatever. So here is one image of all the runners for this build. This is from the furthest from me back corner. So the yellow translucent or the yellow clear and the orange clear runners, those are on that organizer in like the X and Y positions. And of course the silver is at the A position roughly. It was just one picture I had taken. I had taken some others, and I guess for whatever reason I didn't save all of the ones I took. But here's another picture of that. So that's what that all looks like. Then I have a couple other pictures I wanted to show. It's hard to tell, but this is the inside of the box. So where I showed it earlier with the measuring tape, this is what it looks like once you take that off. And so the right side is for the person, Zhao Yun, and then the left side is for the horse, which they say is Yulan Bai Long Yu. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I assume that loosely translates to White Dragon Horse or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so that's that. And then, of course, you can sort of tell that underneath the horse section, you can see some runners hidden that are in plastic wrapping. The right side had that, of course. Where is it? Here it is. So what I have done here is this is the lid. This is the top half of the box. So I've taken the lid, flipped it upside down. I am now using that as a place to sort of hold the different runners and allow me to sift through them to find the ones I need as I need them. And of course, there's my handy dandy scissors that I use to open up or cut open the plastic bags to safely and freely get the runners out of them. Now, you probably can't tell, but some of those plastic bags are open. I haven't removed the plastic yet because it was only one runner out of multiple in each bag that I needed. Anyway, so that is my process. I have all the different runners in this box. And so whenever I get to a new section that needs different runners, I will look through this box, open up any plastic bags that need opening, take out any runner that I need from those, etc., and then put them over in my organizer on the actual workbench. So that is the work process there. And again, all of these runners are just for the head unit. So that's literally just for the head unit. Let's see here. Does that help me any? It's annoying. It's like no matter what I try to do, the light just is going to bounce off in a way that annoys everything. But anyway, so it shows a bunch of different things here. There are, as you can sort of tell over here, there are a lot of metal inner frame things. So now, if I recall correctly, there is 0 inner frame for the head unit. But once we get down into the torso unit is where things get a bit cray-cray. And you can see the metal piece right here. That is the metal piece GJ1. And then we build the entire chest unit around that metal piece. And as you can imagine, we'll do the same thing with what they call the crutch unit. I'm not making this up. That's literally what it says. Now that's a lot of runners. That's a lot of runners. So it's 5 per row. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So that's 25, 28. The crotch unit needs 28 runners. My gosh. That is insane. Does need another of the metal units. I don't know where in that it is. It doesn't really matter either. What does matter? Oh, so it's right at the end. Okay. So there that is. Then the arm units. They only need 25 pieces. Or 25 runners. That's something. And that's also pretty crazy. So it starts with the shoulder pieces and then goes on to the actual arms. And then there's the metal units right here. And then, let's see here. Okay, so it looks like it does. I'm starting to be able to, well, so it looks like it does one arm then the other, possibly. Yeah, with the hands there, it must do one arm and then the other. So both hands are 49 steps. As it indicates here, 49 steps for both hands. That's crazy. And of course, got the leg units. Again, more joints, metal parts, reinforced, whatever you want to call them, inner frame. Somehow only 21 steps for that though, so that's nice. And then that's the body done. And it just shows how to assemble the body. And then after that, it wants all of these. Now I don't know why it doesn't indicate which runners I need for this. So either A already indicated or B, it doesn't matter at this point because you have so few left. Then let's see here. And next up are the weapons, which do look pretty straightforward. It shows how to do some of the effect stuff. Then there's the support unit. I guess the theory is you put the guy on this for the time being, something, and then it gets into the horse, and it starts with the head unit. Then we get into some craziness again. So 41 steps for the legs. And of course the horse torso unit uses fairly sophisticated metal inner frame. It has a bunch of really crazy large pieces. Then we're basically done for horse. Okay, so it looks like what happens is that eventually you build additional parts for the display base, and so the display base that you used earlier is actually also used for the horse. And so the idea is then that you put the horse on the display base, then you horse mount guy on the horse, and you're done. After 42 pages, you are done. Now, there's a lot of steps per thing. This is extensively large, very detailed, a lot to do. This is going to take exponentially longer than any of the other kits I have built so far. Just getting out all of the runners needed for this section, just getting out all of these runners took me 20 minutes. Confirming that I had all the parts to this kit took me 90 minutes. It is something else. So this is going to be something that I don't try to build all at once or build over a weekend hypothetically or whatever. This is going to be something that I take a while to work on probably. So real quick before I start to give an update and expectations for the next month or so, Mecha Break, a free-to-play mech PvP VE game, comes out July 1st or July 2nd, depending on your time zone. And I am planning to check that out. I don't have a set time. I would check that out. The plan is to try that out. See if it's something I like enough to want to stream. There are some aspects to it that might detract from the experience enough to reduce my interest in doing so, such as how the monetization is handled, how any sort of seasons or what you would call battle passes are handled, what the progression is like, how grindy that all is, etc. I don't want to try and get into a game that, due to its nature, turns into a second job, basically. I just want a game that I can casually hop into every once in a while, have a bit of fun, make whatever mech I'm using look really cool, you know, have a pilot look kind of cool, I guess. That's basically all I want out of that game. I hope there's not a whole lot of fear of missing out for any, like, cool skins for the mechs or anything. That would be pretty upsetting, etc., etc., because I'm not really looking to, like I said, tie my finances and time to such a thing when I could tie them to building more model kits or something else. But so that's one thing I plan to do. This current setup I'm on right now with this desk is a temporary setup. It's an amazing table that I'm able to use significantly larger space than what I was using before, but this is also still temporary. So at some point in time, potentially later next month in July, there will be further renovation / housework done. This is a room that has needed work done for a long time. It's just not been able to get around to it. One wall had all the work done for the recent replacing all the plumbing in the house. Big job that took place. So after they fixed that wall, that needs to be painted. So the idea is to touch up areas in this room, paint the whole thing, and then that's done. But that might happen as early as next month in July. While that is going on, I will not be able to do any hand cam content. So there is a hypothetical that I get, however far I get in this between now and then, and I do not finish this kit until after that is done. Alternatively, let's say it does take a bit longer and I do finish this kit, I will go ahead and say now, this is the only kit I will be building between now and when that takes place. I have one other kit currently, the Master Grade Full Armor Unicorn Gundam version Ka that came out in 2011. That's the only other kit I have to build currently. That's it. That's my backlog. One kit. It's a larger kit, has a lot of runners, but it is the only other kit I have. So I will hold off on building that until this work is done. Once the housework is done, I'm not sure if it will be immediate or just, you know, in the following weeks after it's done, but I will be inheriting my late dad's office desk. It is very large, 7.6 feet by 7.6 feet. It is wood. It is U-shaped. It's absolutely massive, has all sorts of cool stuff on it. It has a, I guess what's called a peninsula on one side. And then on the other side, it has this large drawer filing cabinet type thing where I could store all sorts of stuff. And of course, above that is desk table stuff. So it has all sorts of crazy things. But that will turn into my long-term / permanent space for doing hand cam content. And so the idea is that I will be building my next kit, the Master Grade Full Armor Unicorn Gundam Verka, on that setup. So this kit right here is the final kit I build on this setup. I will either get through all of it or most of it, and then after that I will resume hand cam streams from the next setup. And again, I don't know time frame for that. I don't know how long it will take me to build this kit. I don't know when the work in this room will start, or resume, I guess would be the technical term. I don't know how long that work will take. It could be as simple as 1 week. It could be 2 or 3. I don't know. It's not really up to me, basically. And again, after all that's done, I don't know how soon I would have that U-shaped desk. But I would want to resume work on the U-shaped desk. So once I've... But yeah, so that's the plan. So that sets expectations for handcam content. That gives an idea of what else I'll be doing next month. The only other stuff I think I should mention is that I'll probably at some point in time next month figure out the next backlog game for my Steam library I want to play through. By backlog game, I mean basically just a single-player game. There are other games that I have that are multiplayer but I haven't really played through yet, such as Guild Wars 2. I've gone through the first 3-4 expansions of that, and I can pick up where I left off after many years. So that's something else I can do at some point. So that's something else I'll be doing next month. And also, once the work in this room is done, I will then have access to my sim rig for sim racing and my room scale VR setup. So there's a potential of some content on stream around sim racing, around VR, once all of that housework and renovation in this room is done. So that's sort of the game plan going forward and what to expect. Once I have built the full armor unicorn Gundam master grade, I do not at this time currently plan to buy another kit. So that will be the last of the handcam content for the short term. I just need to focus my money on bills, etc., and getting those paid off, medical bills, etc. And once I'm done with that, I will have more money freed up. So potentially closer to the end of the year, like November or so, I might be able to get some more kits. We shall see. Maybe something happens and I get something before then. I don't know. But that's sort of the game plan. So with all of that, I guess I'm finally ready to get started. Let me just do a marker for this stream so I can go back and highlight this so I can have this little update thing as something people can just look at and know what I'll be doing for the next month or so or more. Okay. So the way I plan to build this kit, just due to the simple nature of just how big it is, everything going on with it, is I plan to just cut out the part pieces per step and build per step. I have zero plans to use all these crazy containers I have and prep that way. I'm not going to be doing that, I don't think. There's just so much to this kit. There's just so much. Because there's so much to it, I don't really have the capacity to do that the way I would have previously. Like, if I'm doing it step by step, how many steps are there for the head unit? So head unit's not that bad, only 9 steps. That's not bad at all. But the chest unit, the torso unit as it's called, we're getting to 19 steps. At 19 steps, I am running out of containers for each individual step. And once we get to the crotch unit, everything goes out the window. 35 steps. That's crazy. The arm units and legs unit, it just gets crazy, right? So the idea of trying to just get all the parts out and prep them and stuff, it's just not going to happen. So that means progress will feel incredibly slow. I can only imagine how long it will take me per step. So for example, how long will this step take? Will it be 10 minutes? Will it be less than that? I don't know. But, it'll just go on and on and on. And so, yeah, this kit's going to take me many, many hours. If a regular master grade can take me anywhere from 20 to 25 hours, this kit could easily double or triple that, would be my guess. So anyway, already I need 1, 2, 3, 4 runners already. And then, yeah, so already I need a bunch of runners. So bear with me here as I try to find those. I'm not going to be able to just sit here and talk as I do that. Alright, so there's all the runners we need for step 1. We'll need 2 different runners. Then these for step 2. And then it looks like I just need one of the same runners for step 3, and then so it's gonna get, like I said, this is gonna be tedium to the max. It'll be very interesting. Now admittedly, I'm not sure what materials are used for these runners. It's definitely plastic, but I will say with absolute confidence that the feel of everything is fundamentally different from runners for Gunpla. It's fundamentally different. I don't know if there's some sort of finish on these, waver cured or whatever it would be, the technical term, but these are just fundamentally different. And I can even tell, you know, within these, that some of these pieces are fundamentally different from other pieces in terms of material. So I have no idea what materials are used for these runners. But I do know that it will be wisest if I trim out with this being the heavy-duty thing that I have, and then I can do any final touch-up trimming with the Ruri tool. So that will be my plan for this kit, which means I get to put any excess runner that is trimmed off into my container that has all of this wonderful stuff in it. So I can only imagine how much more full it will get after this kit. So let's see here. So it needs G5 piece 14, so it needs this right here. I'll go ahead and move these out of the way, and we can finally get started after 41 minutes. So like I said, this is just, it's going to be a massive undertaking to build this kit. Absolutely massive. So I wanted to take time to show things as process and stuff, because I need people watching to understand that when I finish a section, it could take me 20 to 30 minutes or longer before I can start the next one. And due to the nature of how long all this might take, I might just do lesser streams or shorter streams more often. So like daily for 2 or 3 hours or whatever, hypothetically. Anyway, that's sort of what the plan is here. You know, it does a great job of showing how to do everything, etc. So I'm very, very thankful for that. So all of this plastic has a very smooth finish to it. Very, very smooth, which makes it very slick. So when I'm trying to sand this, it's hard to get and put and keep the glass file in place. It just keeps trying to slide off. So that's something I'm having to deal with.
When I see you in the morning, will you still want to be true? I can dream, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day. I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way.
Basically, I'm just trying to double check that the amount of undergate sanding I did is sufficient, because there's still just a tiny bit left, like half a millimeter, whatever you want to call it. But I'm having trouble getting it off, so I'm just making sure that I don't have to take it apart and continue. And I think it's okay. We'll find out as I continue. I've not done that before, where I knock over the container with the jar. Alright, so I'm going to be a bit more on top of disabling pre-roll and taking a break hourly for this build. So it has been about an hour, so I will go ahead and take a break, disable pre-roll by running an ad, etc. And then I will continue. I'm not sure how far I will get today. At bare minimum, I want to get through the head, which, you know, I'm already 3 steps out of 9, so that's not going to take too long. Like 2 more hours or whatever. But that is at least what I want to do for this stream. I may get started on the next section. I don't know yet. It depends on... Yeah, there's a lot of runners for next. This is going to take me like 20-30 minutes just for info. Getting all this out, the new stuff, that's going to take me some time. I don't have... So I may just do this one section for this current stream. Again, we shall see. I can also just take a break and resume later. I don't have to limit myself to 1 stream per day. But anyway, I'm going to take a break now, and I'll be right back.
Shoot me down, 'cause I need it. Heaven don't shoot me down, 'cause I see it. Heaven don't shoot me down. Heaven don't shoot me down. living life for the next drop. Big boy nurse on the
Alright, I'm back. First step, it's part number 2. And I get something from P2, which it claims is clear yellow. Okay. So for this step, it indicates the way it wants it to go. So I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it correctly. It's a bit harder to focus. So I think this is the correct orientation. Now, I think it's very obvious what this is. No need to explain what this is. Let's see if that works. I'm not sure I'm putting this on correctly. It, no matter what I do, there's a very distinct gap that I can see through.
Keep running and keep running, keep running. my breath don't make a sound. I'm running, I keep running, I keep running. 'Cause I can see you quite as clearly now. I'm running, I keep running. You know that space between us, sleep and awake, is where you can still remember dreams. I swear I'll always love you. You know that place between us, sleep and awake, is where you can still remember dreams. I swear I'll always love you, and that's where I'll be waiting. That's where I'll be waiting. That's where I'll be waiting.
Okay, so again, to recap, this part right here doesn't really feel like it stays on. Well, it does stay on, but like it doesn't push down as far as I think it should. It's not flush. Nowhere near flush. So it is what it is, but looking at the steps, I do not... This is the last thing, so like there will be nothing else that needs to go around or on this, so it doesn't technically matter if it can't be flush, if that makes sense. We'll find out how it looks, basically. I still do need to sand a super duper incredibly tiny part. I will do my best with this, but it's incredibly tiny. And now we can actually turn a page. Pretty wild. Okay, so that's the very first runner done. I'll go ahead and put that back in the box. I did move one of the lights out of the way a little bit, so it's not massively reflecting on this. Very annoying. So we'll see how that goes for right now.
to freedom, broken and worn, but they will keep on in the moonlight, the moonlight. The pressure is on, the cold of the season makes it hard to feel, but they persevere for the end game, the end game. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love. Travel to freedom, broken and worn, but they once kept on in the moonlight, the moonlight. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love.
Okay, so this actually looks really cool. Not sure how easy it is to tell, but this, it's like a dragon. So there's the eyes, there's the snout, the nose, and of course, like this right here looks straight up like a dragon. It's very cool. And of course, over here is the eyes. So this is all very cool. And I guess because of these parts right here, and it's like the dragon has his mouth open, and that's the helmet. So helmet is actually the head of a dragon, is the idea, I think. It looks really cool. Now I have noticed that due to where I had to trim these parts, there's some pretty awful and obvious removal of color that I may want to touch up at some point if I were to hypothetically get something to touch it up with. So that's something I am noticing. I will say these parts were very difficult to put in place, so I will not be removing them. But if I were to do like some hand painting or something or whatever, I could probably find a way to touch those up in such a way that it is satisfactory to look at. But that's, I mean, that's pretty distinct, pretty obvious. So that's something I'll keep in mind. There are only 2 steps left. So instead of taking a break, I will push to get these 2 steps done, and then I'll call it here. But however long that will take, no, it's not too bad for the first section. This section will take significantly longer, I'd say, but we shall see. So this song is something that gold members of Monster Cat get a preview of. It said it's creator safe. Hopefully it doesn't mute and cause issues on my stream. We'll find out. So I added this song because the lyrics, while obviously they're implying something romantic, also very much so apply to the concept of putting together a snap-together model, plastic model kit. So I thought for the content of handcam streaming, this song is very much so appropriate, and that's why I added it. Being blinded by all the imperfections is also very much so fitting because building a plastic model kit is not about perfection. That was almost very, 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 very bad. I almost broke stuff just now. I got very, very fortunate. You know, let's just say I have learned a lot about what not to do. But there it is, the head section. It does look pretty cool. I love how that looks like a dragon. Like the head looks like a dragon. With the helmet. And you can of course see the eyes and stuff, the actual mech. Still a bummer about this. So I'll find a way to touch that up. I'm not sure what color exactly to use to achieve that. That's something I'll want to do at some point, probably. Not in the process of building it, but, you know, later on once it is built. Either way, this is pretty cool. I will later take some pictures of this head next to the heads of my master grade 1/100 scale Gundam to give an idea for a scale difference. But that is going to be it for today. It's going to take me at least 30 minutes probably to figure all this out and set everything up for the next section. And therefore, I do not want to continue right now with that. I'm also getting quite hungry. So, but yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed my first part for building Motor Nuclear's Zhao Yun and White Dragon. That was the head unit. Next stream, I will be picking up where I left off and beginning the torso unit. I say beginning because I don't know if I will get all the way through the torso unit. It has, let's see here, how many actual steps does it have real quick? 19 steps. So it has over double the steps that this had. So, you know, if this took me a solid, we'll just say 2 hours, 10 minutes. We'll say this took 2 hours, 10 minutes. Double that time. That's how long the next section will likely take me. But yeah, so I'm very satisfied with the progress so far. I really like the detail. Again, I guess the horns or the silver has been sanded up. I hate that. It is what it is. So I will see if I can figure out a way to fix that. I'm not sure when that will happen. But that's one thing I want to do at some point. So yeah. Again, next time I'll be picking up where I left off. That might be later today, it might not, I don't know yet. whenever I do it, though. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later.